Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we are looking at the top 5 cases I have been invested in over the past year, as well as a couple of cases that I'm not invested in, but have had a great year and I want to share those with you. If you have been thinking about getting into CS investing or want to learn more about the analytics and data of the CS market, this is the video for you, so please stay tuned. Please know that nothing in this video is financial advice and the data shown in the video is not indicative of future performance. The CS market is not regulated like a traditional investment platform, and there are many factors that can make a detrimental impact to your investments and portfolio. So please do your own due diligence and do your own research. The case coming in at number 1 for me is the Dreams and Nightmares case. It has blown me away with its performance. It's literally doubled in value over the past year. Yep, you heard me, 101% ROI. That is crazy for an active drop case, and it's probably going to be around for a while. The only way I can sum up this level of return and demand is due to it having the Gamma Doppler butterfly knife. If you get that in Emerald, that is like 25k Australian. That is the most expensive knife in the game, and that is coming out of an active drop case. It's currently the most open case in the game this last week. It was opened 660,000 times. Currently, I'm thinking of having this as a short-term hold due to the unpredictability of the case. But man, this is a good case to hold long-term. If you just don't want to look at the price, you just add it to your collection and you just keep adding. Unless, obviously, they add the Gamma Doppler butterfly knife into another case. That's the risk. Or the case is going to stay around for God knows how many years. So, not guaranteed returns. That's why it's a short-term hold for me. The next case we have up is the glove case. It performed really solidly with a 69% ROI over the last year. Whilst it didn't double like the Dreams and Nightmares case, which was somewhat unprecedented, this case remains a fan favourite because of the OG glove skins. It has the Crimson Kimonos, the Pandora's Box, the Superconductor gloves, the most sought after gloves in the game, and it's got 3 of them. This case is $10 Australian. It ain't cheap. These gloves, obviously, that come in there are matched equally in price as they are in looks. They are sought after. They are high end gloves. They cost a pretty penny. And, you know, it's no surprise, it's one of the most expensive cases. It's definitely been a reliable investment since it's retired, and I think it will maintain as one. At the $10 price point, it does get a bit expensive, and then I am questioning how long of a hold is this going to be? Is this going to be a case that's going to make it $40 Australian? Like another 300%? Is it going to increase that much over the next few years? I don't know. I think it has a little bit way to go, so that's why I'm going to keep this as a hold for 2025 for me. This is going to be a year I monitor the case and see how it goes. If it starts to perform well, I think if it stays 40 to 50%, I'm going to hold it for another year as well. If it kind of stagnates in the low 30s, I'm thinking I'm going to take my profits and move on. The case that comes in at number 3 is what I want to call the dark horse, the case that has gone under the radar. It's had a big 67% ROI. I've seen a lot of people start talking about it, but over the last year, it's really gone under the radar. It's the Spectrum 2 case, and it has gained a lot of value. And I think the reasons why it's gained a lot of value is that even today, the Spectrum 1 case is still worth $2 AUD more. But what you can get in both of these cases, because they have the same knives, is you can get the Doppler Ruby and the Doppler Sapphire butterfly knives. These are 2 of the most sought after knives in the game. The only thing that beats these knives in price is the Gamma Doppler butterfly knife. And you know what? Both of these cases have some really good covert AK skins. So I think this is definitely a long-term hold for me with the Spectrum 2. I will definitely consider to sell if the Spectrum 2 matches up in price with the Spectrum 1 case. That's when I might consider to sell off some stock. But regardless, look at the knives that are in this case. It's unreal. At number 4, we have the Gamma case, and it's earned a respectable 54% ROI. It's a solid performer. It's a great addition to my portfolio this last year. And, well, it's got the M9 and Karambit Gamma Doppler. As we've seen with the previous cases, you put a Doppler, specifically a Gamma Doppler in a case, it does amazing. And the other items in this case are actually sought after as well, and I think that's propped up from the M9 and Karambit. They're both 2 amazing knives, and in most cases with the knives, you only get 1 good knife. This one you get 2, and you get all the best patterns as well. So yeah, the Gamma case's consistent growth has shown that if you put a Gamma Doppler in a case, it will be sought after, and as we're seeing with evidence, good ROI. So for me, this is a long-term hold. I might cash out a little bit of my portfolio depending on how well we do this next year, but regardless, majority of my collection is going to be a long-term hold on the Gamma case. And last but certainly not least, we have my 5th best case investment of the year. A surprise for no one, it's the Chroma 3 case with a 56% ROI. This year, the Chroma 3 came out of nowhere to deliver solid returns to my portfolio, and it had some standout knife skins such as the Ruby and Sapphire Doppler, both on the M9 and Karambit. So obviously, no surprise there. Look at all the other cases in beforehand. There still seems to be some room though to grow for the Chroma 3 in my opinion. I think that purely because the Chroma 1 and 2 cases hold a rough value of 70 to 80 cents more than the Chroma 3, that there is this level of room to grow, or alternatively, there's room for those other 2 cases to drop. Personally, in my opinion, I think the Chroma 3 actually has the better skins. So for me, it's going to be a hold for 2025. Unsure what it's going to look like past 2025. It's really going to depend on the demand. We'll watch this space on this one. It's had a great year, obviously. Everything with a Doppler does amazing. But yeah, this is the one that I'm the most, not sure. I think this is the one that's most definitely, how's it going to go this year? So yeah, that's the top 5 cases I was invested in the last year. But I do have a couple of notable mentions in 1 second. But I just want to quickly reflect. We have had a 56%, a 54%, a 67%, a 69%, and 101% ROI over the past year for those top 5 cases I was invested in. That was some crazy returns. The 2 cases that I want to give a notable mention to that performed exceedingly well over the past year that I was not invested in. Firstly, the Horizon case had an ROI of 60%. That is unreal. Secondly, there was the Operation Phoenix case, which had the ROI at 54%. Both of those cases, honestly, it was a bit surprising for me. I'm a bit unsure why the Horizon case went so well. It could just be really good timing with lack of supply, timing in the overall case market, and that's just why it's had a naturally big ROI. But regardless, it's had a really, really good ROI of this last year. And the Operation Phoenix case, I mean, it costs a whopping $8 Australian, and it has all the original base knives, and it only has the AWP Asimov. So I'm a bit unsure why this one has also had such a good return, but regardless, 2 massive returns. So who knows what's in for those 2 cases this next year. Personally, I'm not invested, and I will not be investing in either of those 2 cases. So there you have it, my top 5 case investments over the past year, and a couple other notable mentions that did really well. And if you are thinking about investing either in the real world or in the CS economy, do your own research, consider the risk. Don't invest money you can't afford to lose. If you have been investing, please let me know in the comments below what has been your best performing case this year, and also could you provide some feedback. We're a new channel, we're trying to grow, trying to provide the best content we can, so feedback on the quality, content we can cover, just anything. But yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and yeah, see you next time.